Hi, I'm Zakowski. I'm 24, and I am a professional level side-by-side and 4x4 ATV racer for Zakowski Motorsports, and I am factory sponsored by Can-Am currently. So everybody knows what football is and what NASCAR is, and all those big level sports and motorsports, but the side-by-sides and four-wheelers are still growing, and not everyone knows about it. But it's such a unique sport because like these side-by-sides, it's something that, the ones that we run are modified fairly heavily, but for the most part it's something that anyone can go to a dealership and buy or finance and buy one, and it's just relatable to a lot of people. I primarily race the Grand National Cross Country Series, which is 1 to 2 hour endurance races, and the series is a pro series and it runs all over the country. It starts down in Florida, goes to the Carolinas, New York, Indiana. There's 13 ATV rounds and 6 side-by-side rounds. So what got me into racing side-by-sides and four-wheelers originally was I started racing go-karts when I was 6 or 7, and I just had a natural urge to go fast and started riding around at a local track, and I think my dad and mom knew that I had something good going on. So we started doing that, and I raced karts all over Wisconsin, and I was one of the top kids in the state. And we did that till I was 13, when obviously I turned into a huge giant and I could no longer fit in a go-kart or race competitively. So I took 3 years off of racing, and after that the urge to race kind of started coming back again, and I couldn't take it anymore, and we started going to a race and just kind of took off from there and started doing a lot of local Wisconsin races, here and there, scattered sporadically all over, and I wanted to try the next best thing, and that's kind of how I got into the pro level stuff. I love it, but it's not all fun and games and glitz and glamour. There are injuries that come with it. I started doing the pro 4x4 quads, which is unique because they're 800-pound machines compared to little 400-pound quads or 200-pound dirt bikes. So there's a danger factor that comes with them. And 2 years ago, at the end of the season, in 2012, at the last round, I actually basically exploded my knee. I hit a tree that was protruding out into the track, and it tore almost everything, and I've been pretty much down and out for 2 seasons now off the four-wheeler because of that. I've had 3 surgeries in the past 2 years, year and a half. So I've taken a lot of time from the four-wheeler just because I haven't been able to compete, and I've been focusing a lot more on the side-by-side. There's a lot of different forms of side-by-sides and ATV racing. There's motocross, there's desert racing, but what we do is slightly more tailored to endurance. And with the side-by-sides, we're doing an hour-long races. It's through the woods, it's natural terrain. You're going through tight trees where it's scraping down both sides of the car a lot of times and ripping stuff off, and that's how tight some of our courses are. So we could be going in between trees, and then the next minute we're out in the field going 75 miles an hour. So it's a lot of natural terrain and kind of anything that can come at you. Crossing a creek that comes up to your knees in water, and it's kind of crazy. So for 2015, we're pushing really hard for the Pro Side-by-Side Championship in GNCC. We've struggled the past 4 years with car issues and trying to figure out new cars, and this past season was our best and our worst year. There's 6 rounds, and I think 4 of the races we didn't finish the race, but at the same time we ran some of our fastest lap times. We were the most consistent a lot of the times, and the car is faster than we've ever had it. And so we're at the last round of the Nationals. We actually got 2nd, which was our first podium in the pro level in GNCC. So that's really pushed us hard for next year. And a lot of our sponsors are back on board hardcore for next year, and we're going to push really hard to get that championship. And along with that, I'm going to try to make it happen and put in more work than I have ever before, and try to come out the first round, and even with the bum knee, trying to see if I can do it, because I know my body ain't gonna last very long. So I'm just gonna try to make it happen now before I gotta hang it up. So, and we want to encourage everyone to, follow along. We're locals here in Wisconsin. Follow along. You can find us on Facebook. You can find me, Zakowski, and you can add me on there. Or you can find our team, Zakowski Motorsports. Just search it, and you'll find our page. And the series is gnccracing.com, so you can go on there and find all sorts of goodies and info. But yeah, just follow along. It's fun. It's a family effort. We're gonna try to post a lot of videos from here on out, doing some crazy stuff, and so follow along and hope to see you.